right, today we're going to talk about inverted yaw spins. Actually a fairly complicated trick. You're going to roll or flip inverted. You're going to do your inverted yaw spin, then you're going to roll or flip out. Takes a good amount of time to do that, especially when you're new and you're fairly slow getting in and out. So give yourself lots of room, and always remember, no throttle while you're inverted. You're just going to pull yourself faster to the ground. So let's get up in the sky and we'll start talking about it. All right, we're up in the air. Let's just practice a couple just to get used to it. So I like to flip in. I find it a little easier to be precise getting the horizon. We'll talk about that in just a second, but get nice and high, give a good punch, find the horizon, spin, and roll or flip out. So let's go ahead and do another one here. Punch, flip, find your horizon, spin, roll or flip out. There we go. So something you're going to do probably first out is you're going to try to center the horizon in your screen while you do your inverted yaw spin, and it's going to look something like this. Look pretty funky, right? So the reason that happens is your camera's up tilt. Your camera's probably going to be somewhere between 15 to 30 degrees of up tilt, and it is on a different plane than your rotors. Here, we'll see it again. Yeah, it looks crazy, right? So to handle that, we put the horizon lower in the screen. That way the spin looks flatter. See? Much flatter spin. What next? Let's talk about precision a little bit. So something you're going to do is, as you're practicing these, you're just going to spin like crazy and you're not going to know where you end up. You're going to kind of just end up at a random spot. So what I like to do is I will find something to serve as a landmark to let me know when to stop. So let's say we are heading away from this tower. I'm going to give it a punch up. I look at the tower, spin, end on the tower. There we go. I know that was a 360, and now I'm headed back towards the tower. And that's something, as we start learning how to do this trick, we're going to kind of use it as a filler trick in between doing other tricks. So I'd done a power loop, or not a power loop, but a dive there. I wanted to go back, do another dive, so I used that tower as a landmark. You can also do it, you know, if you wanted to. Let's say we did a trick over here. I don't know, we just did a flat yaw spin around this tree here. We're headed towards the tower. What we could do, let me do this a little better. What we could do is we can instead roll into our spin, and we use that yaw spin to kind of fill up time. Otherwise we would have just been flying straight at that tower, you know. We use that to fill up time and make it look cool getting to the tower. I am running out of battery on everything, so let's bring it in, and I'll keep yapping once I'm back in the air. So what was I just talking about? I was talking about how this is kind of a building block to other tricks, in that it is a great trick to link your flow together. Like I'm headed towards that tower, spin away, spin back up, headed back towards the trees here. Let's say I want to finish heading towards the tower, do my spin, and at the tower. That one was kind of sloppy, it looked ugly. But you see what I mean. Something else you can do once you've perfected this trick is, hey, let's punch it all the way up, flip a bunch. I messed that up. Let me try it one more time. Oh boy, that's a crazy dive. See if we can't power loop over all these trees here. Alright, let's do like maybe a double or a triple flip. Then do your spin, come down. That looked pretty cool, right? So, I mean, there's a lot of options for this trick once you get good at it. You can even do it like, you know, through a gap even. I'm not going to try it. There's not really a good spot here, but I mean, sky's the limit. So let me know what you think. Do you have any other tricks or tips to make this look smoother? Do you have any ideas to put it into a line or make it a more complicated trick? You know, let me know in the comments down below. And if you learned anything, thanks for watching.